Philippines is one of the richest country and culture that every Filipino citizens enjoy and values. But over the decades, Filipinos have changed very quickly due to modern technology and science, and modern thinking gained from the widespread influence of the United States and other foreign countries.
The Pearl of Orient Seas is not just famous for its beautiful islands, but also for its Filipino culture and values that deserve to be shared to the world. Here's everything you need to know about Philippines, from the Filipino norms to the cultural practice in the Philippines and more. Each country is different from the rest of the world, but Philippines makes it stand out among others naturally because of unique culture.
Language. In the Philippines, there are about 76 to 78 major language groups with more than 500 dialects. For more than 300 years, Spanish was the official language in the country under Spanish rules. 60% of the population spoke Spanish as either as a first or second or third language in the early 20th century. But after the American occupation in the early 1900s, the use of Spanish began to decline. In 1935, the Constitution of the Philippines named English and Spanish the official language. In 1939, the Tagalog language was named the national language. It was renamed Filipino in 1959 and finally Filipino in 1973. The present Constitution names Filipino and English as joint official languages.
Values. The Filipino culture and values are just among the good things that are appreciated by many people from across the world. In the Philippines, family is valued so much. Children live with their parents until they are married. The Filipino family culture is something that many people applaud because the locals value family time so much. Some other noteworthy and great Filipino values like Bayanihan Filipino culture, serenade, harana, a woman when courting, calling elder siblings ate for elder sisters and kuya for elder brothers to show respect, pagmamano or kissing the elder's head on the forehead, and pakikisama.
Religion. We can't deny the fact that religion plays a big role in shaping not just the Philippine culture, but also other cultures. Some 80% of the population is Catholic and about 15% are Muslims. Christianity was introduced as early as the 16th century with the coming of Ferdinand Magellan in 1521. Protestantism was introduced by the first Presbyterian and Methodist missionaries who arrived with the American soldiers in 1899. The rest of the population is made up mostly of smaller Christian denominations and Buddhist.
Culture. The Filipino culture has varied influences from previous colonizations, deriving mainly from the culture of Spain and America. You can easily notice it from the architecture to the cultural beliefs in the Philippines. Despite all these foreign influences, the old Asian Filipino culture has been retained and are clearly seen in their way of life, cultural beliefs in the Philippines, Filipino customs, and traditions. Wherever you go, the Filipino culture and values are very evident and have largely been appreciated and even applauded in many parts of the world. Did you find our video interesting? Write your comments below if we are contributing an information.
Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to notify with our next video. Food. Filipino foods are different from that of the Western cultures. Filipinos are big eater and love to eat rice. Rice is a food staple in every Filipino's meal every day. It's quite impossible to see a Filipino who doesn't eat rice unless that person is on a strict diet. In fact, there are many restaurants who even offer unlimited rice. That's how huge Filipinos' love for rice is. Filipinos also have a regular eating schedule: morning for breakfast, mid-morning snacks, noon lunch, afternoon snacks, and evening dinner. So if you are a certified foodie, you will be delighted by the food culture in the Philippines, as there are so many foods, both original and adapted from other countries, that you can enjoy. The best way to make the most of the food Filipino culture is to be adventurous with caution when it comes to dishes. The foreign influences also played a huge role in the food culture in the Philippines. Some popular Filipino foods influenced by other nations are paella, morcon, burger, pies, noodles, and more. While the proudly Pinoy food you can try are adobo, sinigang na baboy, lechon, and halo-halo.
Celebrations and festivities. Another great thing to know about Philippine culture is that Filipinos love celebrations. May it be simple event like birthdays, graduations, job promotions, or celebration of patron saint or fiesta. The country is known to have longest Christmas in the world because as early as September, the people are already preparing for the season. This Philippine tradition has been known worldwide and is one of the main reasons foreigners love spending the holidays in the country. Philippine festivals are also among the most remarkable cultural practices in the Philippines, where Filipinos give all out to celebrate the province or town's fiesta.
Clothing. Before the cultural practices in the Philippines, when it comes to clothing, it wearing barot saya for women and barong Tagalog for men. Barot saya is composed of a blouse and a long skirt with a panuelo. Barong Tagalog was an almost see-through polo, but throughout the centuries, the barong Tagalog has evolved. Buttons and collars were added, as well as an intricate design on its penya fabric and laces. Underneath, the transparent barong Tagalog is the camisa de cheno, a type of shirt, usually in white, that is said to have originated from the Chinese. Throughout the years, with the popularity of the high-tea and Philippine pop cultures, and Filipino clothing has evolved, turned into more comfortable and laid-back wear. Thus, the change in the Filipino culture when it comes to clothing.
Music, arts, and literature. Filipinos are very famous for being creative with music, arts, and literature. Before, Philippine music used materials usually made of raw to create sounds, and indigenous practice in the Philippines. Filipinos are also fond of folklore, which was influenced by the early church and Spanish literature. Myths are very famous in the Philippines culture, especially in the provinces. And when it comes to literature, the Filipino culture never disappoints. Even Dr. Jose Rizal, the Philippines' national hero, is famous for his literature and novel about Philippines' independence. As for the Philippine pop culture, many artists are world-renowned such as Sara Geronimo, Regine Velasquez, and Julian San Jose, among others. If you like our pics, give a thumbs up and share with your friends.
For more information about travel and world's wonder, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye!